Good morning, students. So today I am going to start a new topic, that is a chapter, quadratic equation. Chapter 4, class 10. Okay? So in quadratic equation, so we know what is the quadratic equation. Let us try to understand. So any polynomial which is written in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c, that is known as what? A quadratic equation. Where in quadratic equation we know that the degree should be how much? The highest degree must be 2. So any polynomial with the highest degree 2 is in the form of a quadratic equation. The degree is 2, so how many roots we will get in the quadratic equation? That is 2. So as we know that there are 2 roots in this quadratic equation, so let us learn how to find the roots of a quadratic equation. There are 2 methods, one is factorization and second is discriminant or quadratic formula. Third is the completing square method. So in this video class today I shall be discussing the first 2 methods, that is factorization and discriminant or quadratic method. That is, if you can see here your equation 6x squared minus x minus 2 equal to 0. Okay, so if you can see here it's a quadratic equation since the degree is coming 2. So let us find the roots, that is by the first method. Okay, so since you can see here 6 into minus 2 is coming to be how much? Minus 12. So you have to break this minus 12 in such a way that you will get minus 1. So this method already you have done in your class 8 and 9, that is factorization method or middle term splitting. So 6x squared 4 minus 3 into x minus 2 equal to 0. So that is 6x squared minus 4x plus 3x minus 2 equal to 0. So if I take common here, 3x minus 2 minus, if I take this one, so 2x plus 1 or 3x minus 2 equal to 0. So in the middle term splitting, we always know that this, when you take common, the value must be same. So one root will be, now compare your first part with equal to 0. So if you see what is one root you will get here, our value is coming to be what? Minus half. And what is the second part of the root you will get? That is x equal to 2 by 3. So this is one of the roots and this is another root. So this is known as what method? This is known as what? A factorization method. Okay? And the second method is known as your discriminant method or quadratic formula, where you have to first write the value of A. A is coming equal to 6, B is minus 1 and C is minus 2. How we are writing? Because we are comparing this with your main equation of a quadratic, that is ax squared plus bx plus c. So since we know that there are 2 roots that will be given with the formula b squared minus 4ac by twice a. Okay, so this is the main formula, that is your quadratic formula. So here b value is coming to be minus 1 plus minus 1 whole square, 4, a value is 6, b is coming to be c is minus 2 divided by twice a, that is 12. So 1 plus minus root over 1 plus 48, that is divided by 12. So that is root 49. So what is the square root of 49? That is 7. Now see here I am writing 1 plus minus 7 by 12. Okay. So how you will find this now? So one roots will be x1 will be 1 plus 7 by 12, that is 8 by 12, which will be coming 2 by 3, because 1 in your first method how much? 2 by 3. And what will be the value of the second root? 1 minus 7 is how much? Minus 6 upon 12, that is minus half. So we are getting the same value of the roots or not using the second method. So this is known as what? A quadratic method. So there are two methods in which you can find the roots of a quadratic equation. Now since I told there are ways of finding the roots of a quadratic equation, so first one more thing, let us learn what is the nature of the root. Since we know that there are two roots in a quadratic equation, how will we know what is the nature of the roots? So there are three conditions. One is when your d means your discriminant value, okay? When your d value is greater than 0, so you will get two real roots, okay? Second is when your discriminant value will be equal to 0, you will get two equal roots. When your d is less than 0, you will get imaginary roots. Okay? Now what is the meaning of this? I will show you with a simple example. Just now we have written 6x squared minus x minus 2 equal to 0. Is not it? So here your a is coming 6, b is minus 1 and c was minus 2. So here I have written capital D. So capital D formula is b squared minus 4ac. That is D is known as what? Discriminant. Okay. That's why the method name is discriminant method. Okay. D stands for discriminant. So here let us substitute the value. B is coming minus 1 squared, that is 1. 4. A was 1. So A was 6. And C is minus 2. So what we got here? 48. That is coming to be 40. Value is coming to be how much? 49. So now you compare. So 49 will be under which condition? Yes, it will be under d greater than 0. So d greater than 0, what are the condition? Nature we are getting two real roots, isn't it? So two real roots means what? Two real roots mean you will get two roots that is of different values. So that's why we have got one value was minus half and another value was how much? 2 by 3. Is not it? So this is the meaning of what? Two real roots. So if I take one more example. So this was the first example. Okay. So let me take with second example, that is when d equal to 0, so you will get what? Two equal roots, okay? For example, if I take this as 3x squared minus 2 root 6x plus 2 equal to 0. Okay? So let us find the discriminant value, that is b squared minus 4ac. So you are getting the value is 0. Okay. Now using this quadratic formula, let us see whether we will get the two roots that is equal to each other or not. Okay. So what is the main formula? Minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac by twice a. Is not it? So minus of 2 root 6 plus minus. So b square minus 4ac is itself your discriminant value or not? That is 0 upon 2 into a. So what is a? Is this? So 2 root 6 upon 6. So see here, there is only one condition left. Is not it? In your previous sum there were plus minus two values were there. So here what you will be getting is 2 by root 6. So you are getting only one value while solving. That means what? You will have two roots since it's a quadratic equation. So how you will write the answer? You have to write the answer x1 equal to 2 by root 6 and x2 equal to 2 by root 6. Why? Because it is coming under the condition of what? Two equal roots. Is not it? Okay. So let me take one more sum and let us see what will be the nature of the roots. Suppose if I take 4x square plus 3x plus 5 equal to 0. Okay. So let us see the value of b. That is b square minus 4ac. 3 square minus 4 into 5. That is 9 minus 80. So it is coming minus 71. So when that means what? This value is less than 0. So you will get what roots? Imaginary roots. So let us see how we are getting the imaginary roots. So minus b plus minus. So simply you can add b also because it is same like b square minus 4ac only. So minus of 3 plus minus root over minus 71 upon 2 into 4. That is minus 3 plus minus root minus 1 by 8. So you have never got a negative number inside a square root. Did you get? So already we know that under the square root there is never a negative number. That means you will not get any roots for this question. That's why what is the nature of the roots? The nature of the roots is coming to be imaginary roots. So in this way we can find what can be the nature of the roots. If you get any question, first all of you find the discriminant. If your question is find the roots of a quadratic equation, so you can attempt the second method, because why? If you know the nature of the roots, then your what? Time of doing the question will be what? Less. Because otherwise if you do this question in middle term splitting, you will not get any middle term, right? Factorization will not be possible. So better whenever you get this type of question, try to find the nature of its root. If you find the nature of the roots, then automatically you will know what is the value of its roots. Okay students?